the Kenobi thing, I'm sure. I mean, we've all been talking about it and all been covering it to some extent over the past couple of days. To me, it's like this seems like the point where like the bubble is about to burst, right? Like it's gotten so insane with Disney and Lucasfilm putting out these statements, or I guess Star Wars, the Twitter account, putting out these statements about accusing their audience of racism before the show starts. Nothing even back it up. It's just them saying a thing. But this seems like the point where it's about to break, and people are about to really understand how full of shit these companies are, how like evil they are. Essentially, it's wild, man. Because like again, I don't care about people. Like I just don't care about people's race, ethnicity, sex, gender, whatever. There's plenty of historically great characters that are from all walks of life, and especially in Star Wars, there's beloved characters of all different backgrounds that we love. And to put this stuff out, it tells me two things. One, they don't believe in their product, and they don't believe in the star of their show. And it's just, they know it's bad writing. In episode 3, quite honestly, I don't want to get too far ahead, but episode 3, I didn't realize that the show could get any worse.
Yeah, I saw that clip that everybody was moving around, and I was just like, why are people still watching this?
For me, I'm watching it because I want to cover it. That's it. I mean, I want to cover each episode. But this is like, honestly, this is it. Like, I can't see myself watching any more Star Wars stuff at this point. It's so bad.
I'm not watching it. I literally just read what everybody else says and make snarky comments. That's right. All I do.
That's what I do. I found that, look, a lot of people will get very upset about this stuff, and I get it. I totally get where they're coming from, but it's past the point where I'm get upset anymore. It's now just, I'd rather just point and laugh and make fun. I do that with Marvel too, and people get mad at me for it, but it's like, I'd rather find something to laugh about. Now, their stupid comment on Twitter got me really annoyed, but it made me feel something for the first time towards Star Wars that wasn't apathy, so
right. Yeah,
I was like, guys, just make a good show. I mean, it was super late at night, so I commented on my first one, and then I put the poster out, the one where they shrunk John Boyega. I didn't even see him at that point. I was like, he's not there. And They really did that guy dirty.
What bothered me was that they had to bring out, and again, I totally understood, what they did to get Ewan McGregor to come out and say something. I understand why they did it. And I understand that he at least was much more direct about who he was mentioning. So I gave him props for that. But there were like 4 messages. I get more death threats than that a day on Twitter. Let's be honest. And I'm not even that big. So
it's
yes,
true.
If I really wanted to, if anybody wanted to, any actor, I'm sure, could go through all the unanswered DMs on Instagram and find four things. Now, if there are people doing more of that, then, obviously no one condones that. But it's like, yes, let's label everybody racist just because we don't want to actually admit that our show's not good. That's what bothered me.
Yeah, it's just never been so obvious to me how much a company does not believe in their show. It's so sad. Like,
see, now my whole thing with this whole the whole, I guess, whatever it is that Disney, even Amazon, and all these other companies are doing is people still don't recognize that it's not a callback to what you knew. It's not, it's not that fan service you were hoping for. They will bait and switch every single time. They've done it with Halo. They're gonna do it with Lord of the Rings. They're doing it with Star Wars. They're doing it with Marvel stuff, and people just keep feeding into it. Like, no, maybe it's going to be different. No, the trailer just looks decent, is all. Decent at best. And the more you feed into it, the more they're gonna, you're funding them, and they're gonna put out more trash, thinking that, oh, this is what people. No, it's not what people want. And nobody's, like, a lot of people aren't recognizing that, which is why they keep noping out of these terrible series. But this terrible series keep getting made because people keep funding them. You just gotta let it go.
it's just gratuitous at this point. Like they don't even try and hide what they're doing. Like I mean, you just look at the new Andor trailer. Like Andor's in there for I think 1 second. You see him, and then it's like diverse woman, diverse woman, diverse woman, diverse woman. Again,
I didn't even watch that trailer.
It's like it's a nothing burger in my opinion.
I watched it. I watched it and I got attacked by it because I said I think I said something along the lines of, if you removed the logos and the brief stormtrooper cameo, you'd never know it was Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly. I agree 100%. When I saw that, I was like, exactly right. You just wouldn't know. Which, again, it could work. Like the things that they're trying to do can work, but like when you put it under the label of Star Wars, it doesn't anymore. Because you're just crapping on, really really great like previous stories, not including anything that came out recently from Disney, but like you're ruining a good name. And I put the tweet up here for those who haven't seen, like this just illustrates like how much Disney like just does not care about like the things that they're talking about. They don't actually believe, they don't actually care about. The 2 posters here.
Yeah.
Now I want you to just take a look. You can actually see. Like, I was mistaken. John Boyega is in it. They just shrunk him down 20%.
Way down. Way down.
Like, to the point where if you aren't paying attention, you won't see it.
Yeah. And like, again, like, and they did the same thing with Black Panther. And actually, they did it even worse with Black Panther. They totally covered up his face. So you can't even see that it's Chadwick Boseman.
And it's kind of if you think about it, it's also counterintuitive because the helmet is also black.
Oh, the whole thing's counterintuitive. He's Black Panther. If they read the comics, they know what he is.
Yeah, true.
And it's not like putting a mask on him isn't going to change the fact that the entire movie is about a black society. So,
Right. God damn it.
And actually, the whole Wakandan stuff was, according to my mom, a very good representation of African culture.
Oh, yeah.
See, now my thing with the whole like, oh, let's not, let's cover up his face for Chinese box office, this, that, and the other, so on and so forth. First off, people do step in and like 99.7% of the cast of the populace in the movie is black. But I feel like this should be right up China's alley because it's a xenophobic community. These are people who want to keep other people out. Like, it makes sense to me. Why do y'all not support this?
Yeah.